a blind sheriff, a standoff, and a hostage. John Wesley Shipp returns as powder burns.
Sweetheart, is that you? Now who is chopping that wood? Hello? Who's out there? Lacey?
Sheriff.
Who's there? Who is it?
Sheriff, it is me, Francesca.
Francesca? And who is chopping that wood?
My son, Gabriel. You know Gabriel.
As I recall, he shouldn't be holding a weapon.
It seemed that you needed some firewood, senor.
I do.
May I come in?
No. You should be hundreds of miles away right now. This town wanted your boy dead. They think he's dead.
We ran into some trouble, Sheriff. People do not look so kindly on a woman raising a child on her own.
So I come back. It's dangerous for you here.
But you are not, Sheriff. I heard that your wife is missing, and I thought you could use some help, and perhaps you can help us, too.
Help you? Oh, I've done everything I can for you.
You can let us hide here for a while.
Until when?
Until it is safe.
Safe for what? What did you do?
We have done nothing, Sheriff! We just need your help. We have no other place to go.
Francesca, if there is one thing I cannot abide, it's a lack of truth.
So then what would you do if this town found out the truth, Sheriff? That you have been lying to them. That you never shot my boy.
I helped you. Why are you doing this to me?
Sheriff, you around?
That's my deputy around front. Get your boy in the house.
But Sheriff, the deputy knows.
I don't want him knowing you're here. Get your son.
Sheriff, you all right?
I'll back, Prin. Francesca, you get your boy in the house right now.
Si, senor.
You better yet stay out here, get behind them trees, and keep him quiet.
Sheriff? What are you doing all the way back here?
Getting some air.
You all right?
I miss my wife, Prin. I'm worried sick.
Yes, sir. Sheriff, you're needed back in town.
Why?
That's Captain Lee, your new deputy. He drew up a poster this morning.
For confiscating weapons?
Well, yeah, he's made copies and he's putting them up all over town. How'd you know?
I asked him to do it.
I beg your pardon?
What's the matter, you deaf deputy? I asked him to do it.
Well, we can't go taking everybody's guns, General.
You take issue with that?
No, but this town will.
I do not care. I've had more pistols pulled on me these last few days than I did my first 2 years at war.
Well, you're the sheriff. That's what people are gonna do.
My own deputy among them.
What?
For someone who despises killing, you want to explain why you pulled on me the other night?
I don't remember much of the other night.
Well, you put yourself to damn shame. I expect better of you.
Is that why you busted up my face?
I will not tolerate your drinking again.
Well, you won't have to. There's an election coming up. I won't be on the ticket.
No will I, but I don't intend to go out lying down. This town has all but gone to pot while we were all fighting a now useless war. Doesn't salvaging some of what this town had before mean a lick to you?
Of course it does.
Well, then act like it, soldier. Or did they not teach proper discipline in a Yankee training camp?
They taught me fine.
Where's my coat?
Taking away guns ain't gonna stop any shooting, Sheriff.
We're not the first town to do it.
No, we're not, and it's made things worse than every other town that's done it.
Well, then they can change it back after I'm gone.
I thought you wanted to salvage something.
Let's go, Prin. I'd like to deal with this mess quick so I can go find my wife. Oh, no.
Oh, hold still, Sheriff. I'll get it.
Is it the picture?
Yeah.
Can you still see her in it all right?
Yeah, sorta. It's a nice picture. Almost still smells like a woman around here, doesn't it? Pretty.
Help me get my horse, Prin. Deputy, you've been awful quiet. Something on your mind?
I don't know. I'm just not quite sure why you didn't ask me to make those posters, that's all.
Well, is Captain Lee not qualified for the job?
No, sir, I felt I was too.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Pren, but you don't want this job, nor do you care about it. So if I assign Captain Lee to a task that I know will get done, I fail to see the merit in your objection.
Sheriff, I may have a hard time killing a man. That doesn't mean I don't know how to pull a trigger when I have to.
Well then, Deputy, where is my wife?
All right. Now you're asking me to finish this term with some amount of dignity. Well, the same goes for you, Sheriff. Now, I am sorry you cannot see, but whatever gave you the courage to stomach this line of work before you lost your sight, you gotta find that again. It ain't all on me. And you know it. You know it.
Pren.
Sheriff, get
Off
down!
your horse, Deputy. Get in the dirt. How many? Can you tell?
This one's all I can
Well,
see.
who's he firing at?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Well, which way is he pointing his gun,
I
Pren?
don't know. I can't see that far.
Hello, Sheriff. Deputy.
Hank, what in the hell is going on here?
Well, Sheriff, I'm afraid this is all my fault. I didn't see either of you around. I merely suggested the gentleman hand in his gun, like the poster says.
Hank, you are not authorized to do that.
Well, it doesn't seem to matter much now.
Sheriff, I'm going around the other side, see if I can flank him.
Deputy, you'll do no such thing. Pren, get back here.
He's gone, Sheriff.
Thank you, Hank. I gathered that. Where's Captain Lee?
Oh, he's going after the other guy.
By God, Hank, I can't see. Will you just tell me the total, please?
Oh, there's just two of them, sir. Let's see, there's a young Negro boy. His name is David. He's over there on the right, and he's on the run from this plantation owner who's over there on the left.
Did you say on the run?
Well, apparently this plantation owner thinks he can still lay claim to the boy.
And we're stuck in the middle.
Yes, sir. Quite literally.
Sheriff! Sheriff! I got your half-wit deputy in here. Walked right into my trap like a damn fool.
Oh, no.
Now, let's have ourselves a little trade here, shall we? You're a deputy for my slave.
What are you gonna do, Sheriff?
Ain't gonna be no trade, Hank. But we gotta get Pren out of this alive. Let's go find Captain Lee.
Yes, sir. This is exciting, Sheriff.
Just what in the hell is going on here?
Deputy, if you gotta ask, then you're too dumb to be told.
But why the sack over my head? Think I'm too dumb to know where we are?
Oh, that sack was to surprise you, deputy. I'm keeping it on you because I don't like you.
All right. So you got yourself holed up here in the jailhouse with no way out. So now what?
We wait for your sheriff to make that trade.
Well, you've been waiting a long time. Sheriff seems to think that war's over, so how about taking this thing off and let me have some air?
How about I poke a few holes in that bag and see how easy you breathe? How about that? Sheriff, all I want is a fair trade. Now, if you play nice, I just may let you keep all the guns you got stored up in here, too.
Deputy, you hurt?
No, sir, but I can't see nothing.
My deepest sympathies, really, Deputy.
So, what's your plan, Sheriff?
Well, I was just about to ask you that, mister. Seems to me you're stuck.
Well, all the guns in town are all in here. What you gonna shoot at me with, huh?
Ain't gonna be any shooting.
Oh, there might be if you don't give me what I want. I see you have one deputy out there. Maybe you won't mind missing this one.
Mister, I am willing to forget you assaulting an officer of the law if you'll just get on out of town. But you keep this up, and you're gonna be living in that jail.
You keep this up, Sheriff, and I'll set up camp in here right now.
was talking about, Sheriff. Southern resistance.
Well, not all Confederates are cut from the same cloth, I guess.
What are you gonna do, General?
Well, Hank, short of getting Lincoln out here to read him the proclamation, I'm just not sure.
Wouldn't do any good. Son of a bitch was going on about how he's never seen such a proclamation, therefore it doesn't exist.
I see. Young man, what is your name?
David, sir.
David. Did you escape with anyone else?
Yes, sir. But they all dead now. He killed them.
And who is he? The man in the jail.
Massa Locker. Sam Locker, sir.
Sam Locker?
That's me.
Why this boy, Sam? Why David?
I beg your pardon.
Why go all this way just for one slave?
Well, why did the shepherd leave his flock just to get one sheep?
But you've killed everyone else.
I only killed the ones who wouldn't come back.
Not all of us left, sir.
You mean some of you stayed? On a plantation?
It's all we know, sir.
Well, I'll be damned. Good for you for getting out, David.
You're taking too long, Sheriff.
Fred?
Taking too long.
Locker! Where is my deputy?
You know where he is.
Let him tell me.
He can't, Sheriff.
Oh, no. I don't
General, let me rush him. I'll go around the back way.
Michael, wait!
With respect, sir. If he's killed Deputy Bell, we got no reason to wait.
Locker! You said you wanted a fair trade.
Yes, sir. Give me that boy out there, and I'll give you these guns you got in here.
General, I am going.
Captain, you stay right where you are. Locker sees you moving, who knows what he'll do. We need someone who's out of sight. Where's Hank?
Behind that trough, heaving up breakfast.
Hank? Don't you move now. You stay low. Listen to me.
Not a problem, Sheriff.
I need you to go around the back. There's a door to the storage room.
Go in there? In the jailhouse? Oh, Sheriff, I don't feel
Hank, you don't move right now. I'll shoot you myself.
Yes, sir.
Stay down.
I'll never understand how you do that.
Keep out of sight. Grab a rifle in the back room of the jailhouse and shoot to kill. You hear me?
Oh, boy.
Get going now.
Yes, sir.
Captain Lee, you drop your gun and don't move.
Yes, sir, General.
And David,
Yes, sir.
stay right where you are. Here we go.
And just where do you think you're going, Sheriff Burns?
I just want to make sure my deputy is all right.
Stay back now. I don't mind shooting again.
Just gonna peek in the window, that's all.
You like watching men die, Sheriff?
Oh, nothing phases me anymore, Mr. Locker. It's the war. You understand.
Well, maybe if you'd done a better job generaling, things may have gone a little different for the Confederacy. We wouldn't be here now.
It's a slave who just stopped trying to run away.
I got plenty of them back home who don't want to leave, Sheriff.
Because you beat the fight out of him, you son of a bitch.
Oh, well, you're a funny man, General. Just what were you fighting for if it were not for slavery?
That's a mighty good question, Mr. Locker.
You're blind!
I hear you, Pred. Good to know you're all right.
You're blind!
You can't see very good neither, Mr. Locker.
Shoot to kill, Hank.
Get out, Sheriff!
All right, Reverend. You ready?
I'm not sure that I'm the right man for this job.
Well, in Walt's absence, I think the only person in town capable of passing judgment is a man of the cloth.
God alone passes judgment.
Well, Eli, that's why you're the man for the job. Now you just sit there and listen and hold that little hammer.
Okay.
All right, now, get us started.
All right. Hello. Hello, everybody. Brethren, this court is now in session. Let us first say a prayer for our judge that he recovers quickly.
Talk to God on your own time, preacher. I don't have the virtue of patience. I might bleed out sitting here.
Very well. let us keep our judge in our thoughts today and hope he heals swiftly. This court is in session to decide the case of Samuel J. Locker III, plantation owner from his state of Tennessee, and his former manservant, David.
Slave!
Well,
Ain't nobody slave no more!
Order in this court, please. Shh, quiet. Since Mr. Locker seems to be representing himself, let us now hear from, well, Mr. Locker.
Thank you. Now, if it please the court.
What's going on here?
Walt, what are you doing? You shouldn't be out of bed.
I couldn't sleep, Emmett. Folly clings louder than truth, and today it woke me up.
Well, old man, that is quite a proverb. Did you read the book that came out of, or did your master scream it from his horse?
I read it, and I can write it. Would you like to see it in Latin or Greek?
Just who the hell is this?
Walt Higgins is the judge here in Little Falls, Mr. Locker.
I thought you was a Confederate, Sheriff.
I am.
Well, then, what's this boy doing acting as judge in this town?
Walt's the most objective man I know. Much more than me. I tend to let my hatred of certain kinds of men get in the way.
I don't believe this. Can't you see he's
I can't see anything, Mr. Locker. Walt, would you care to preside?
I would. And I can assure Mr. Locker I shall be as fair as possible.
I wish you would.
I don't have to listen to this.
Yes, you do. Sit down.
Mr. Locker, you say this young man here is your property. Is that correct?
That's what I've been saying.
Hello, young man. What is your name?
David, sir.
David. Hi. I'm Walt. And you carry the bill of sale for David?
Right here.
May I read it?
Well, it ain't in Latin or Greek.
The King's good English will do just fine. And do you also have the deed to your land by chance?
Carry it everywhere I go.
Produce it for me, please.
Must you see everything?
Yes, I must.
Well?
Well, typically when I've got some thinking to do, I have a cigar.
Some matches, Walt. Here. Help yourself.
Thank you, Emmett. Well, now I'm in a bit of a spot. I can plainly see that you own both your land and David, your manservant.
Slave! What is wrong with you people?
Slave. Yes, I can see you own them both, because these two documents say so. However... Oh, good Lord,
hey,
no!
Well, what are you doing?
Oh, help me out here, Prentice!
Well, let me go see if I can find a blanket or something.
Blow him out! Blow him out! Sheriff, now you got any water around here?
Sure do. Out by the well. Let me just fetch some for you.
Stop him! He's burning my papers!
Oh, my goodness, my profuse apologies, Mr. Locker. It appears we are too late. Well, look at that. 'Tis a pity.
Sheriff, he did that on purpose! He burned them on purpose!
Thank you, Mr. Locker, but I gathered that.
Now, you listen here, Judge, or whatever you are. You don't rectify this right now. I'm gonna take you outside and horsewhip that shirt right off your back.
Get your hands off me!
Walt, I wish you'd rule on this soon. My finger's bound to slip and make his old gun go off.
Well, I'm afraid I do not see the problem. The documents I asked this man to produce technically do not exist. Therefore, he does not have ownership over this young man David, or his plantation for that matter.
That is a lie. You all saw what he did. Took him right out of my hands. You all saw it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Locker, but we cannot honor documents we cannot see, much the way you feel about Lincoln's proclamation. and that's about as fair as I can be about it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to see the good doctor about replacing my bandages. You seem to remove one of them as you grabbed me, Mr. Locker. My apologies for the blood on your hands. Good day, Sheriff. Deputies. Good day, everybody.
Deputies, please see Mr. Locker to the town perimeter.
Yes, sir.
Sheriff, may I take his gun?
You may not, Captain Lee. Once he leaves town, he's gonna need to provide for himself. Man can't starve no matter how close to the earth he may crawl.
If I don't bleed out first.
Now you get on out of here, you reptile. I'm glad I can't look at you. Get that stove lit, deputies. I'll see if we got any flour left in the back.
Yes, sir.
Right away, General.
I can't thank y'all enough for doing this, Sheriff.
Oh, no. The honor is ours, David.
You got those matches, Sheriff?
Yep. Catch.
Well, I never seen anything like that, Sheriff.
Oh, don't make a fuss, David. Friends the one that caught him. I'll be in the storage room.
Oh, you need some help back there, Sheriff?
Well, now, I don't know. I'm looking for a powder, and it's not meant for guns. I'm sure I can smell my way through it. David, when's the last time you had a good pork chop? I mean a good one.
Oh, I can't remember, sir.
Well, you'll remember these uns. We eat pretty good here at the jailhouse.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see. Flour.
Hello, sweetheart.
Lacey? Is that you? Where are you?
John Wesley Shipp stars as Powder Burns with David Gregory, Jeffrey C. Hawkins, and Lance Roberts as Walt. Featured in the cast are Florencia Lozano, Barret Helms, Phil Carroll, Matt Locker, Maddy Burns, and David Howard Thornton as Sam Locker. Direction and engineering by Noah DeBiase, with music by Benjamin James, Ben Meadors, associate producer, with special thanks to Joe Tarantowski. Some Amount of Dignity was written for the air by David Gregory and is dedicated to the memory of Kyle Jean-Baptiste. And I'm Bill Burrows, inviting you to listen again to Powder Burns. Produced with generous contributions from our listeners. Thank you for your support.